Hello, welcome to Authors on iTours. I'm Lauren Carr, and today we're doing a review of Jeannine Rodriguez-Everhardt's The River of God's Presence. What's your New Year's resolution to maybe read the Bible or start going to church or maybe try to dive deeper into your religion and faith? Then stick around because Jeannine Rodriguez-Everhardt's The River of God's Presence will prove to be an excellent tool for you.
Hello, this is Lauren Carr, and welcome to Authors on iTours, a podcast devoted to authors, book bloggers, and other book lovers alike.
Hello, welcome back to Authors on iTours, and now let me tell you a little bit about The River of God's Presence, about the book. One night, Jesus caught Jeannine up in the most vivid dream of her life. In this dream, he flew around the world and revealed how his presence is like the river of God. By contemplating the rivers in Scripture with him, Jeannine began to understand what happens when we encounter his presence. From Genesis through Revelation, God reveals to her how the rivers in Scripture can metaphorically depict what happens in God's presence and how Jesus invites us to commune with him. Regardless of your experience with God, this book will take you deeper and further into your spiritual life, and you will be more aware of his presence and all that is available to you within it. Studying the River of God will compel you to spend more time with him, where you will find the answers to all the whats and the whys and the hows and the what ifs that you've been asking. You will discover in his presence the best inspiration for life. As you read the River of God's Presence, you will become more aware of his presence, and you will learn how to live from the place of his presence. As this occurs, the beauty of his presence will flow out from your relationship with him in such a way that it affects every aspect of your life. And now to meet the author. Jeannine Rodriguez-Everard is an author, teacher, and international speaker. She is gifted in understanding the supernatural and how God speaks to his children. Jeannine seeks to help people know God and how he uniquely created them to reflect his light and love to the world. Through her understanding of the ways of God and the importance of communion with him, Jeannine helps people encounter God personally while understanding their ability to bring heaven to earth through friendship with Jesus. Jeannine and her husband Ian live in Idaho with their two beloved dogs, Jimmy and Johnny. Jeannine also enjoys connecting with God and others through art, singing, and storytelling. Hello, welcome back for my review. The River of God's Presence is an excellent book about Christian spiritual life by author Jeannine Rodriguez-Everard. She opens by recounting a vivid dream of Jesus coming to her several years ago. That dream, or maybe it was a vision, launched her quest to see God's presence in her and our lives. The remainder of the book is broken down into 33 invitations. The River of God's Presence is an atypical, excellent spiritual devotion of sorts. Instead of devotions, she presents invitations, which include quotes, scriptures, metaphors, Bible stories, personal stories, and meditations. I enjoyed reading all of them. They are thought-provoking and inspiring to read. Each invitation is only a few pages long, making them nice bite-sized pieces, which is ideal for readers to take one bite a day and meditate on it. This is the type of book that Christians, new and not so new, should hold on to and return to each various invitation to re-examine time and time again. Each invitation reveals important messages that are relevant to what many are going through today. They meet their goal of inspiring the reader become more open to God and know that he is working in their lives, even if they don't see it. The scripture that most impacted me was the last invitation, which was from Revelations 2, 1 to 4. Then the angel showed me the river of the water of life, as clear as crystal, flowing from the throne of God and of the Lamb, down the middle of the great street of the city. Each side of the river stood the tree of life, bearing 12 crops of fruit, yielding its fruit every month. And the leaves of the tree are for the healing of the nations. No longer will there be any curse. The throne of God and of the Lamb will be in the city, and his servants will serve him. They will see his face, and his name will be on their foreheads. I believe the River of God's Presence would be the perfect fit for readers who are looking for more inspiration and the like to read faith-filled books and seeing the Spirit of God and what he can do for them.
And that concludes today's episode of Authors on iTours. This is Lauren Carr, and thank you very much for stopping by. If you enjoyed today's episode, then do be sure to like and subscribe so you can receive notifications of episodes every time we upload. Thank you very much for stopping by. In the meantime, happy reading.